Hey everybody, and welcome back to the shop. I've got all my parts together to put this tether back on. I had to order another pin because I ordered the wrong pin. I had one but not the other. I could have reused this pin. This is the one I got out pretty easily. But I want you to see, I think this thing was put together wrong to start with. Alright, so if we look at this pin I had so much trouble getting out. You notice somebody's drilled an extra hole in there. These things come pre-drilled. That's the original hole. That's a hole somebody drilled through there. So you can see on this one, it looks like they started to drill there and stopped. This one did not have a roll pin in it. So I think it was put together wrong. Whoever assembled it where I got it from. And yeah, that one was the pain. You can see how galled that one was. It was just terrible. Well, I went ahead and ordered. I'm gonna save this pin because it's usable. But I went ahead and ordered 2 more pins, and as you can see, they come. Looks like they already been used, both of them. And of course, they had stickers all over them, so I had to put them on the wire wheel and clean all the stickers off. Every pin I bought had a sticker on it. Even this pin right here that goes in the locking mechanism, come in a bag, still had a sticker wrapped around it. Now one thing I did notice was this rod, you drive it into here, but this knob is threaded and this rod is not threaded. So I'm probably gonna have to thread that rod before I drive it in. Alright, so I went ahead and I painted this up the other day where I heated it up. I had some Kubota orange. So I went ahead and painted it, and I took me a little drum sander, and I went in there and I cleaned all that gall out, and I got it where these pins are just fall through. All right, this one is just a fit, and I'm hoping it ain't gonna be too rattly. I don't think it will, but I did get kind of carried away with that little drum sander. And on my new piece I bought, which I probably don't need, but I went ahead and did it. But I went ahead and did the inside of it too because it was tight. I didn't want to have to press these in. So now I can just line that baby up. No problem. No problem. And it don't have near the play that this one does. But I had a lot of gall in that one that I had to get out. So just the way it is. Now this pin is the main pin, and it's going to go through this. So you can see it slides on real easy, and it's got a shim that goes right here that shims this hole. This difference makes up the difference, so this thing ain't loose. So until I get that on and figure out which shim I need, we're not going to be able to put this together. Or really don't need to. I believe it'd be easier to get it on like this. And then one shim is just a little bit thicker than the other. I didn't know which one I needed. I may need both of them, so got both of them. I also bought some new 12mm bolts to replace the bolts that was in this part here. So total cost for all this was approximately $400. Well, yeah, it was about $400, and that included all this. These 2 pins, this, and this, and this, and then 2 roll pins here. And I've got to find my other roll pin that goes in here. I'm thinking it fell off on the floor, but this is that double pin that goes into here. So I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna find my other roll pin. These are just little aluminum roll pins, but they go into this part of it. And yeah, we're gonna get it together. So stand by and we'll see what we got. So I went ahead and got started by bolting this yoke part on with those 4 12mm, I think it's 12mm by 1.75 bolts, and didn't have much trouble getting everything lined up. It went on pretty easy. So now I'm gonna get started by seeing what shim I need. There ain't much difference between these 2 shims. Maybe a couple thousandths. And I still got to add my grease fitting right there. I believe that's going to go like that. And I think we're going to need a pretty big shim. That's a good bit of room there. I would say a lot of room. Well, I found a washer that fits perfect, but it is way big. The middle is perfect, but you can see how much it sticks out compared to that one. So everything that actually goes on a bush hog tail wheel shaft that I had bought years ago and didn't use. It might look a little weird, but I don't think it'll hurt it. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that yoke back off, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it to this yoke. And then we'll slide the whole thing in. I guess now that will be the critical time to make sure everything's in the right position. Alright, come back here. Pins are falling. I think it'll just slide right on this one. So we're just going to go on there like that. And I can tell you right now that this pin, it is in the right position. Okay. It's going to be a tight fit on this, so I'll tell you that. The end of this sticks into this notch right here. Well, I think it's going to fit pretty good. And this should just drop in. This thing's going to fall over on me. Get it lined up. I ain't for sure if these are the right roll pins, to be honest with you. But I think one of them is. I don't know about the other. I think it's going to be kind of big. In this little old hole here. I may have to press that a little bit. I'll drop the shim over. Let's see this one. It might go a little better. See if I can get this thing started anyway. Really? Always got the damn roll pins that give the fits. I guess I could have took that, got them started before I did this. I may go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get these started in these holes. Then we'll come back. See how easy that goes on. I just had a little paint interference right there. That took that off. Oh. Alright. We got them started anyway. That's on the right side, we're good. Now that one is the right length. It went all the way from one side to the other, and this one's a little short. Now, I don't understand why, but I want you to look at how easy that turns. One finger. I may have to do the other side the same way, because it's not bad yet, but I know it's got more play than this thing does. Yeah, that thing ain't hard, got no play in it. Alright, I know it's a little bit breezy out here. I hope y'all in a good spot. Go ahead and grease this pin up good, so hopefully we can get it lined up. Slide it in. Turn that around the right way. Alright, so I got this in there. Let's see if it'll go all the way through. Oh yeah. Looks like it's lined up pretty good. Well, I don't know. Like I might hit on this front edge right here. I may have to tap it a little bit. I think I got room to tap it. That thing fit perfect. I'll go. Oh yeah. I think we're in good shape, hopefully. You get the right end. You want the beveled side to go in. I'm gonna have to get in front of you. And I'm gonna go get a little bigger punch. Alright, Moss Man, this is for you. I told you I was gonna order one. There it is. Ain't hit it for nothing. See, I'm trying to watch this and I ain't watching that. Still hit my damn hand. Alright, good enough. Now we'll just adjust these screws right here where it won't be tilting back and forth. And I gotta thread that bolt for that handle. So I'll bring you back when we get ready to hook all that up. Alright everybody, so I had to go out to the other shop. I put some threads. It's 8mm by 1.25mm threads. And basically this is just going to be held in place. If you can see, maybe you can see them little grooves on the end of that. So that's kind of a friction fit. We got a spring. We're going to go in here. And then this is going to go in here with the long side out like that. And we're going to have to get on the other side with some weight on it. Got to get this rod stuck in it. Figure out some way of holding that. I know what I do. I can use that right there. Just slide this on over. The tires not go sideways. That tire wouldn't like that. It'd be alright. There you go. Yeah, that might be a little too far. Let's come on back. There you go. I gotta hope it fits now, because it might be a hard time getting it out. Well, hell. Let's see if I can get something in there. That's just a little too far back. Get the pry bar in there and push it forward a little bit. There you go. thing's stuck. Want to have something a little smaller. I'm going to take this little Phillips head. I'm going to put it right in here, and I'm going to get this right here, push it out, down some, lined up. That right there. And we're going to tap this thing onto the place there. Why it didn't come threaded, I don't know. And there she be. No more straps for me. I want y'all look at this. This is the strap I've been using for the past 5-6 years. It's in pretty rough shape. But that's what's been holding this thing. Keep it from, pulling it down the road, just keep it moving. Don't need that anymore. Well, if it wasn't for that ugly, big old ugly washer there, it wouldn't be too bad. I think I'm gonna, I may go ahead and paint that. I wish I'd painted it before I put it on, but I don't know. It's got a lot of grease on it right now. It may not stick no way. I may just let it ride for another year. And perhaps sometime or another I may go ahead and take this one apart and do some clearancing on it and get it where it'll move a little better. It's not bad right now though. Probably could just use some good greasing. Have to spray some stuff in there because there's really no place for a grease fitting on that. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed this series, and stay tuned for more. We're going to start on the rake soon.